What was Max Verstappen thinking? Only he will know the answer to that question, and he's not giving us the answer to that question tonight here at the Circuit de Barcelona-Catalunya, despite being asked on multiple occasions if his collision with George Russell was deliberate. He said, why does it matter? Well, it matters because people are trying to judge whether there was a complete loss of control from the four-time world champion, who was clearly frustrated, having had a great race, fighting with the McLarens for victory in a car that wasn't as quick, but Red Bull went for a very aggressive three-stop strategy and impressively put the pressure on McLaren. In the end, they were going to fall short and finish third anyway, behind Oscar Piastri, who won, and Lando Norris in second. But then a late safety car undid all that good work for Red Bull. They'd run out of tyres because of the strategy they'd taken, had to put on hard tyres compared to softs for everybody else, meant that Max was a sitting duck on the restart, and he was overtaken by Charles Leclerc first on the run to turn one, and there was light contact there at high speed that frustrated Verstappen. But then George Russell tried to overtake him into turn one itself, knocked the Red Bull wide. Verstappen stayed ahead, having gone to the runoff area, and felt he was entitled to do so. His team were not too sure and told him to give the place up, and he did not agree with that. So he was arguing that point on team radio. Rightly, it turned out, because the stewards also agreed that it was Russell's fault that Verstappen had been forced wide. But then Verstappen looked like he was going to give the place up. On the exit turn 4, he slowed down, stayed off the racing line. Russell went by, but then Verstappen sped up again, aimed himself at turn 5, but didn't turn in towards the apex at all until contact was made with Russell. It seemed like it could well have been deliberate. The stewards gave him a 10-second time penalty for it. It was very costly anyway for Verstappen, dropped him from 5th in the final result to 10th, and leaves him now 49 points off the championship lead, and that's a big gap to try and turn around. But the big question is what he was thinking, whether it was deliberate or not, and he won't give a firm answer to that. Team principal Christian Horner also didn't speak too much, but when he did speak to the media, he said he hadn't spoken to Max himself yet, so couldn't really speak for him, but that it did appear that he was frustrated. Certainly not Max Verstappen's finest moment, and he's now just one penalty point away from a race ban. He's on 11, and if you get 12 in a 12-month period, you will be banned for one Grand Prix. 2 of those points do drop off after the end of June, but that does mean a couple of races to come in Canada, Austria and Silverstone, where he could well be at risk of getting a one-race suspension. It's going to be tough, but it means there's a lot of question marks about his control of his emotions right now.